We will be dealing with the tune Red River Valley in the remainder of our lessons. This is where we will actually create the tablature from start to finish. In this lesson, we will do the following things. Number 1, make sure our program options are set up correctly. Number 2, we'll open a new file. Number 3, we'll put a name to that new file. And number 4, we will save that new file. Make sure you follow along with me in your program. Starting with this lesson, you are going to build upon this lesson throughout the remainder of the rest of our lessons. In this lesson, we're going to arrange the tune Red River Valley. I already have it on the screen. If we hit play, you will hear a nice arrangement of the tune. We're going to start at the very beginning, put in a basic melody, and then as we go along, we're going to add chords and special effects. We'll hit stop for right now. In order to work up to this type of arrangement, we're going to have to start with the basic melody and then move on from there. You're going to want to make sure that your TabEdit program is on the screen in the background. So as we go through this lesson, what I do in the Arrange It program, you'll be able to put on pause and bring up your screen and do the same thing on your screen. But before we do that, we want to take a look at this X and examine one of our options, which is going to be very important in all the arrangements that we do. If we click on the X and we come up to this Advanced key, click on it, there are certain things that we want every time we open up the TabEdit program. Notice some of the things I have checked here. We're not going to deal with all these. Eventually we will. But right now, we want to make sure the Autoload last open file is checked. This way, whenever we come back into the TabEdit program after leaving it, the last tune we worked on will appear. The Rollover Help button is very important. This is where you'll be able to put your mouse over anything in the menu and a little screen will pop up telling you what that is. I like to keep 8 files in my menu history. That way you'll be able to click on the last 8 tunes that you loaded into TabEdit without having to go to My Documents. If you do need to go into a directory, if you have reset the last used directories checked, it will open up the last directory you were in. And then the last thing we want to check is Save Load Configuration with Files. This way, whatever we do in the background, such as our MIDI or our other options, they will be saved with our tune as we're doing it. So you might want to take a moment right now, put this on pause, and make sure each one of these are clicked. It'll make it a lot easier as we go through this lesson. Once we have all the things clicked that we want, let's hit apply, say OK, and now our defaults in our options are set up. Go up to File, hit New, and you've seen this screen before. We're going to use the defaults that are already established in Guitar Standard. So we will check Guitar Standard, hit OK, and now we have a new screen. The first thing we want to do with this new screen is to give it a name. We're going to title this. Go up to the Score, come down to Title Information, and you see we have a screen where we put in the title, we can put in the author, and if you look at your screen, you will see that your name is already in here. We're on the title page, and our title is going to be Red River Valley, so we'll want to type that in. I'm not going to worry about anything else on this screen right now. Later on, we can fill in the author and we can change this. If you want, you can put arranged by Bob or arranged by whoever. Hit OK. As you can see, we now have our title down at the bottom, Red River Valley. Now once you put a title in, watch what happens when we decide to save our file for the first time. Let's go up to File, hit Save, and the screen is going to pop up, and you're going to see that Red River Valley has already been entered in as our file name. Now we're not just going to save this in My Documents. Remember, we set up a folder for our tabs called My Tabs, so let's click on that. The file name has become Red River Valley. We save that, and now our new tab not only has a title, but it also has a file name, Red River Valley.